Okay, so now let us study about your Python string. So as we can see it in the PPT, that what is a Python string? So Python string is nothing but a collection of characters surrounded by a single quotes or a double quotes. Okay, so we don't have any sort of restrictions that we need to enclose them in a single quotes or a double quotes. So either of them is fine, but one has to be compulsory be there, and or else it can be also enclosed in terms of your triple quotes they are telling. So the computer does not understand the characters internally, so it stores the manipulated characters as the combination of your zeros and ones. So how do I create up a string is, we have given up a syntax over there, you can just look into the PPT, wherein I have taken up a str is nothing but my variable. Okay, when I'm storing the string data, that is nothing but your high Python over there. Now, so that was about a brief introduction about Python string. So so far we have almost discussed about your standard data types in your Python, right? So in this section we will be discussing more data type, that is your string data type. Okay, and each character here is encoded with ASCII or a Unicode character. So we can say that your Python strings are also called as a collection of your Unicode characters, fine. And then when it comes to your in Python, strings can be created by enclosing the character or a sequence of characters in the quotes, and Python allows us to use your single quotes or a double quotes or a triple quotes to create a string. Okay, so how do I create a string? We should just check a Python program for it now. So here I'm gonna just create a new file. Okay, I'll give it as string1. Okay, string1 is my file name. That is nothing but I'm gonna check with, that is creation of string. Okay, creation of a string. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a variable called str1, and then I'm gonna take a content that is hello, or else I'll take it as KLE. Okay, now I'll just try to print up over there, that is using the print statement. I'm gonna print that particular string str1. Clear? So when I print it, what happens here, just check KLE got printed up. So this is how I create a your string, right? Okay, now coming back to your next one, that is now just check out, I have given it in your single quotes. So what happens if I give it in your double quotes? Let's check for that now. Now I'll create another variable called str2. Okay, then equals to rls, right? Then print str2. Okay, sorry, okay, str2. Right? So I'll just run it again. RLS got printed up. It means that I can give the string in this particular format as well, right? Now I would like to check it for another one, that is nothing but your triple quotes. Like, will that also be okay for us? I'll just check out with the doc strings. Okay, we have already studied about what does your doc string mean. Okay, I'll just take it another variable, that is str3, and then I'll go with your doc strings. Okay, triple quotes is nothing but my doc strings, right? So what I'm gonna do, hello people, welcome to our college for studying Python programming language, right? So this is how I do it. Okay, now so what I'm gonna do, doc strings, I'm gonna just run it. So I didn't print it out, so I'm gonna take a printer statement. str3 print. So what I'll do, I'll just print it out. So just check the data, the string can be stored in a single quotes or in a double quotes or in a docstrings manner as well, right? You can just check out over there, yes or no. So this is how I create a string. I hope that is going clear. Now coming back to your next thing, that is your string indexing and splitting. Okay, so we are gonna discuss about your string indexing and we are gonna discuss about your string indexing and splitting. Okay, that is an example. Okay, we are going to discuss about your string indexing and splitting. Okay, so okay, string indexing and splitting. String indexing and splitting. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to check with the program. Clear? Okay, so we are going to check your string indexing and splitting with the help of a program. So like other languages, the indexing of the Python programming language starts with a 0 itself. For example, I have a string called as hello. Okay, then it is being indexed from 0 itself. That is your what do I say? Let me take an example. In an array, we always the elements are being stored in the 0th element, right? Yes or no? So in the same way, what happens here also, they are being stored in a 0th manner itself. For example, if I want to give an example, I'll just check with your just a second. Okay. Okay. So I'll just show you an example over here. Yeah, so I hopefully you're able to see it. Just change the scene. Okay, see here what has happened here. So string indexing and splitting, what happens here, we have a hello world wherein in the 0th index I am able to store your h, and in 1 e is being stored, in 2 l is stored, 3 l is stored, 4 o is stored, right? So that is how, if I want to access your h element, I'm gonna take it as str and then 0th element, then this particular value is gonna get fetched up from there. Okay, so that was about your string indexing and splitting. Okay, now we can perform so many operations on your string, right? Be it a concatenation or be it anything. Okay, or like extracting a part of your string, so anything. So let us see like how is it possible to index and split up your string. So let's write a program for it now. So I'm gonna take I'll just switch over to the string. Okay, so I'm gonna take a new file, right? Python file, that is str2 Python file. Okay, so after this, what I'm gonna do, okay, we will just discuss this string indexing and splitting the program in the next video, so that it will be helpful for us. So, and to say more about your string, what happens, we have a reassigning of strings. Okay, can we delete a part of a string, or can we delete a string? Yes, as we know that strings are immutable, that is, we cannot delete or remove the characteristics from the string, but we can delete the entire string. We cannot delete a part of a string, but we can delete the whole of the string. So keep that particular thing in mind. So deleting can be done with the help of your del keyword, that is delete keyword, we can delete the whole of the string but not a part of the strings. So we call it as strings are immutable. Okay, I hope the things are clear. We will just see this particular that is your string indexing and splitting in the further videos.